What's up, what's going on, guys? Hope you guys are doing great. Marcus here, and it's been a very long time since I recorded a video here from the beach. I mean, this is, I always say, my favorite place in Dubai. I mean, all this area behind where I'm living and this beach together with the front view. There's one island with a huge Ferris wheel. Still not working, but very soon it will start operating. And this is the area of Dubai where literally on the smallest area you have everything. Like there are clubs, shops, stores, beach, restaurants, water activities. You can literally do anything, and I really like at times to just walk by myself without any idea of going for a coffee or going to restaurant or something like that, just to go for afternoon walk, and it really helps me out to clear my mind, to be present, because really indeed there is a really good reason to be present. And I wanted to create this video today and to touch one topic that I've been I've been studying for the last couple of weeks, something that I was focused on, and it's one of the things that all of us marketers inside the game, right? All of you guys who are watching this, you heard this term when they say people buy from people that they know, like, and trust. We are all in relationship building industry, and a lot of people ask well, I want to be a marketer, but I don't want to be friends with them. I want to market and to promote, right? To go directly out there to them with my product. Unfortunately, as much as we would love that, right, to just go there, place an ad, people see it, people buy, it doesn't work that way anymore, right? It was working maybe 15, 20, 30 years ago where there was less competition and the media space was less crowded, right? Where people would just turn on the TV and they would see, maybe during the time frame of 2-3 hours, they would see 3, 4, 5 ads. There were no continuous ads, right? And especially here now in social media space, right? Each and every living person that is having internet online is on social media, each and every person. And you can just think about it, how many distractions people are having, right? I mean, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, TV. It's very hard for people now to pay attention, right? Attention span is going down. So you actually, as individual, have to give a reason to people to buy from you, right? You first thing first, before they buy, before you get their money, you have to get their attention, right? And nowadays, in this competitive space where people are actually, all of us are fighting for attention, right? It's very hard to get that attention through interruption marketing, through direct marketing, right? You promoting your product. I'm not saying it's impossible. What I'm saying, it's very expensive, right? If you just take a landing page, you take a product and you do ads, I mean, just to acquire one customer, it can take you a couple of thousands of dollars, and especially if you are not having a really good product, high-end product where you're gonna make a lot of money, it really doesn't make sense to do that. However, for that reason, when we say we are all in the relationship building industry, when we say that relationship building industry, what does this mean is that turning strangers into friends and friends into customers. Now, when I say friends, we don't mean by that, a lot of people think that, oh, I don't want to build a relationship with them, I don't want to be friends with them and so on. Well, you actually have to, right? You have to build to that level, not to go them to invite them for a lunch, to ask them how's their health, what you had for dinner today, yesterday, and so on. But what does this mean is that you have to create certain sense of familiarity, right? They have to perceive you as someone that they know before they buy from you, right? And the best way to do this is through relationship building, right? So instead of you being focused on acquiring customers and just to put them in front of your product, focus on acquiring customers to make them your friends, right? To create this sense of familiarity, and then when you create this sense of familiarity, that's the point where they will listen to you, right? Now, to prove this point, right, I'm gonna give you an example, right? I mean, the first person who touched the topic of permission marketing was Seth Godin, right? He's one of the biggest marketers nowadays. I mean, brilliant mind. And you know, what he talks about is this, like, for example, if you go in an airport, right, and you go in 3 a.m. in an airport is empty, right? He's referring to people. There are no people out there, meaning that he's referring, metaphorically speaking, to ads, right? So there are no people. You're walking through airport, you want to go on your gate, you're not late, right? Everything is in perfect order. One person comes to you, he asks you something. Excuse me, sir, can you help me out to which direction is the gate 8? You will tell him, oh, I know, that's the direction of gate 8. Another person comes to you and asks you, excuse me, sir, can you help me out? You know, I'm feeling a bit lost. Remember, there's nobody in an airport. It's only you and that person. And he asks you, what is the gate 10, whatever. And you will tell him, yeah, of course, there is gate 10. You can go in that direction. Now, keep in mind, you're not being late. Everything is perfect order. And you're not crowded, right? That's one scenario. Second scenario is that where you are walking at 3 p.m., right? Airport is a little bit crowded. You are a little bit, you know, you are a little bit late. You are going for your gate. You know the gate is also crowded, so you're running there, and you know you are going, and person stops you, and he said, like, excuse me. You say, like, how can I help you? Like, again, you are having much of a sense of urgency. You want to cut it off, and he's asking you, you know, can you help me out? You will tell him, like, I'm sorry, I'm very rushed. Check with the info desk, right? So you will revert that person to some other place, right? And then another person will come to you, do the same, because you are in a rush. You know you are late, and you know now already a couple of people is asking you. You're now being irritated. You're being bothered, right? You don't want to waste your time because you will be late in your plane. And then there's a third option where 3 p.m. you're super late on your flight. You are super late on on your gate. It's super crowded, thousands of people out there, and you're walking around and people are stopping you. Excuse me, it's a high possibility that you just look at them and you'll walk by. You just look at them and walk by. You say, like, sorry, and you'll walk by. But here's the thing. In all that mess, in all that sea of people stopping you, calling you, you are being late, and so on, you see familiar face. You see familiar face, and that's someone that you really know, that you know personally. A friend, a neighbor, a relative. In all that mess, that person is stopping you. Hey, you see familiar face, and you will stop. You will stop and you will tell them, like, hey, great to see you. You will give that person a bit of attention, right? Why? Because you know that person. What we have this reference here is about you. You being late on a plane means the limited amount of time that you have during the day. In the first example, you had a lot of time because, you know, you're not late. You don't have too many distractions. You don't have too much of a content and so on, right? You have time. And on these another two options, two examples, right? You are being late. You're super late. You're rushing on a plane, meaning that you have a less time and you have so many distractions, right? So people are bothering you, people that you don't know, meaning the ads. You don't know what's going on there. You don't want to see, you don't want to watch. You just go skip. Suddenly you see familiar ad. Suddenly in your news feed is a familiar person. It's familiar face. If you're watching this, there's a huge probability that you're scrolling your Facebook profile and you saw, oh, there's Marco created video. Let me watch that, right? You skipped already a couple of people. You skipped couple of videos, couple of posts, couple of pictures. You saw mine, you recognize me, you say, let me see what this guy is talking about. Why? Because you know me, you know who I am, right? So this is the same reason why people are not buying from you directly because of your companies. This is the same reason why you should, instead of promoting a company, instead of promoting benefits and futures of your companies, why you should lead with you, with your personal brand, with your personality, right? So people can know you, like you, trust you, perceive you as authority in that space, and then eventually buy from you, right? And you know, a lot of people are overcomplicating this. You know, a lot of people, they want to say, I'm a business owner, I'm an entrepreneur, and so on. You know, I'm saying to myself, I'm a marketer, and that is the only skill that I want to accept. That is the thing that how I want to be labeled, right? Let me move this to another hand. It's a bit messy, it's a bit heavy. So that's the only way how I want to be labeled, right? As a guy who's a marketer, right? I'm not working for that company, I'm not working for those guys, I'm not working for those people, right? I'm just branding myself, right? And you know, the point is that when you learn how to transfer strangers into friends and friends into customers, that's the point where you are becoming very profitable, and that's the point where you are actually generating really, really good income, because people know you, people trust you, people like you, and when they decide in the middle of a night that they want to deal with their problem and they need some help, you want them to think first of you, right? Hope this guys make sense. Write down what you think of this topic. Does this make sense to you actually? This is something I'm teaching my students. This is something that I'm working with them one-on-one, and this is something that, you know, it's bulletproof. It's evergreen strategy. Fortunately, a lot of people are being focused on tools, gadgets, you know, softwares, and so on. All those things are accessories. You have to focus on, you have to focus yourself on becoming a marketer, and that's the point where your game actually makes sense and where your efforts are being paid, right? So with that said, I wish you a great day. I'm going to enjoy this wonderful sunset, and I'm gonna have some coffee, and then I will do some reading, and I will wish you a great day, and talk to you soon. Bye.